This is called Breaking the Mold. This is a video I never thought I would make. When I was young, working my way through school and trying to buy my wife to be an engagement ring, I got a job in the post office in Union City, New Jersey, $6 an hour. It was extravagant. But the thing about the post office was, when I was given a truck to make deliveries and I got back at 11 in the morning having finished, several postal workers got around me and said, if you ever come back before 5 again, we'll break your legs. And so this was the Postal Service. And not too long ago, very recently, I sent a package to a customer in London, and it came back to my post box because they looked at the return address and delivered it back to me. I use all this as lead-in to a most extraordinary thing. My wife has gone to the bank, and she's got $150 in cash that she needed, and she's got it in an envelope, and she has letters in her other hand. You know what's about to happen. There's a postal box on the bank property. My wife puts all the envelopes in, including the 150. So she comes home, and I said, look, it's no great loss, and I hope somebody who gets it, a postal worker who gets it, they won't know whose it is. They'll either contribute it to charity because our name isn't on it, or maybe they need it. Let's look at it that way. She said, fine. She says, but responsibly, she says, I think I should just call and see. So she calls the post office here, which is a 5-minute drive away, and they say, well, your mail is picked up and delivered from these boxes in North Kingstown, which is the next town over, which is about a 15-minute drive. She says, so if you call over there, here's the supervisor's number. Maybe they'll help you. So my wife calls and she gets answering machines, and I've talked to the supervisor down there before. I've tried to, because my mail has been returned when it should be in London, and he never returns a call. So my wife shows up there. She says, can I speak to the supervisor? And his name is such and such. I was told to by my local postal service. And they said, well, sure, he's over here. So she says, look, can I hang out at that box at collection time? Can you give me some kind of note so the postal person who picks it up can give me my money? He says, don't be silly. He says, I'll go with you. He says, you lead, I'll drive my car behind you. She said, what? He said, yeah, we should do this. So they go to the mailbox. He's got a master key, opens it up and gives her the money. She says, I have to tell you, this is extraordinary. She said, we've had a lot of trouble with, your distribution center. The postmaster there, was horrible. He said, well, who'd you deal with? She said, a guy called Al. He said, oh, Al was awful. I'm Al's replacement. And she says, well, it's great to know you. I can't thank you enough. Can I give you something for a. She said, oh, don't be silly. This is what we should be doing. And she comes home and tells me this, and she's perfectly sober. She says, what do you think about that? I said, did you get his home number?